Hello traders, welcome back to the WillssFX YouTube channel. Today I'm going to go over my recent trades on the FTMO account. I'm trying to keep every single week updating you guys with my trades to show you the transparency, show you every trade I've taken, and more importantly the losses that I've actually taken, because it's not all wins, it's not going to be all wins ever really, and I'm here to show you that. So obviously we did end the last trading period on the challenge. As you see, a nice equity graph here going pretty much into zero drawdown, and we got our 7,800 profit split, which has actually been sent to me, and I'm waiting to receive that into my bank account. But when that does actually get there, I will post it on my Instagram story. There's a link there, you can go check that out. Currently we're up. Firstly, we've actually been doing this for 2 days. So I got the details, as you can see, on the 5th of April. And today is the 6th of April. Don't know if you guys can see that. But as you guys can see on the screen, my profit split is actually on the 5th of May. I could change it to bi-weekly again, but I don't really see the point. I only did it for the first one because you actually get the refund and you also get the profit split earlier. And once you get that first profit split, you're like, okay, this is good. They're legit. They actually paid me out. And that's why I actually did that. And as you can see here, there was my refund from FTMO. So the £450, which I actually got from the challenge, which I paid at the start of the challenge, obviously. But you guys can see here that we are up on the account by $5,800 in the first 2 days. So that is 5.8%. You can see that we started with a 4.5% trade, so making us 4,500 exactly. We had a loss, very, very stupid mistake. I don't usually make stupid mistakes like this, but it does happen, and we did actually lose because of it. But then we had a nice gold trade which pushed us back up, and we made around $2,400, I'd say, on this gold trade alone. And now you can see after our profit split of the 80%, we're gonna, at the moment, 2 days in, take home 4,600. My aim is to make over 10% in this month. We've got 28 days left to make that 4.2%. It's definitely possible because we did 4.5% on the first trade. So you guys can see where I'm going with this one is very, very easy. You see max daily loss, 1,800. This was because I had that one loss of the 1.1k, which I'll go over. And then we did actually have drawdown a little bit on that gold trade. So that's why it does say that. As you see, the max loss, $275. Nothing to worry about, nowhere near the 10k, and then profit 5,800. As you see, the average profit is over double the average loss, so once again we're all good. 75% win rate, very, very good going. And 2 days, the lot sizes look big, but that's because of the tight stop losses. And when I'm trading forex pairs, it's usually 4 or 5 pip stop loss. If you do the maths, £1,000 risk, $1,000 risk, 4 pip stop, 25 times 4 is 100 actually, and then you times that by 10 because of the pips, and then yeah, that's how we get the 25 lots. If you go down here, 4.5k, 1.1k, and then these two are the gold trades. Bit of a mishap with the gold trade, right? So I was on my MT4, hovering over the trade. I pressed sell limit, but apparently I didn't press the sell limit, so it entered me into a market execution trade, so entered right there and then on the gold sell, and then also set the limit, which then got tagged in. So technically I was risking 2% on that trade, and that's why I didn't really hold, because FMC was coming up, and that is why I actually closed that trade earlier than I usually would have, because there's more risk on the line. I didn't just want to make it risk free. I wanted to take the profits, so now we're up like 1.3% today, because obviously we did have that AU loss as well, but you see there 1.3k. And if we go on the week, you guys can see the exact same profit if it refreshes. Oh, there you go, 5,800, and once again there. And it does say demo because obviously FTMO wouldn't give you a real account to trade, because if it was real money, you could just blow it all. So I don't know, I think they do like a copy trader sort of thing, to make sure that your trades are actually legit. You're not just spamming lots and hoping it works out. But as you see, XAU USD we made 2.5k, AUD USD 3.3k, and there's some good stats in FTMO here, but I personally like to use my FX book. I use Edgewonk as well, and I also have Microsoft Excel. I kind of have all my stats in those sort of programs, but if we actually go onto the charts now, you can see here at 1:30, I sent this looking for gold to buy from this 19.95 level. And then this is what happened at that level. I sent the signal at 6:30. Boom, that was our entry. I said to close at 4.5%. So pretty much as we were pushing up, FOMC, price can reverse very, very quickly. Wanted to make the most of the profit, make the profit, and then be done. This was the trade I actually got in on my personal FTMO. Because I was done for the day, I don't usually like to enter more than 2 or 3 trades in a week. So that's why today entering those technically 2 trades or 3 trades, depending on the split positions. But that's why I didn't actually enter on my FTMO account, entered on my personal account. But that's because I don't have the strict rules, that I enter certain trades on my FTMO, certain trades on my personal account. And that's why I entered this one, because you can't actually trade news on an FTMO account. So you can't trade like 2 minutes after news. And as you see, this on the 5-minute chart was 2 minutes after news that this actually happened, well within that 2-minute range. So I didn't really want to risk trading on an FTMO because the certain parameters that you actually have. Price could wick us out within those 2 minutes, and technically then you violated the rules. And I'm pretty sure that does affect your payout. I think they reduce it or something like that. But yeah, this was a trade we actually got in earlier on the sales, and we closed at around that level. The original TP, as you see from this one here, was at this level down there. The reason I missed this entry was literally because I wasn't at the charts. I had my alert set. I got the alert, I was in the kitchen, came into my setup, and then priced this on the 5-minute. As I was calculating the lot size and logging into my FTMO account, because obviously when you're trading multiple accounts, it is a bit tricky, because obviously you've got to have multiple accounts switching between them. And by the time I did all that, it pretty much literally dropped like, how many pips was that? Yeah, it dropped about 30 plus pips without me, which obviously wasn't ideal, but it is what it is. Once again, AU, if I can go over that one. This was the entry on this AU trade, and as you see, 4.6%, and we had like $75 commission, that's why it was like 4.5k. But pop the entry screenshot up here, it's proper sniper. The limit was hit, and then we had 0.6 pips of drawdown before actually riding to the TP. We had a bit of a pullback, nothing to worry about. Lower time frames, doesn't really matter at all. And my goal kind of for these FTMOs is to literally make 5 to 10% per month. I'm not aiming for like 40, 50% or 20+% in a month, because, although it is possible, and as you see, I've made 5.8%, not over leveraging, obviously, in the first 2 days, and we would have made an extra 4.5% if we took that gold trade if it wasn't a news event. However, I'm taking it slow. It's pretty much free capital for me, and what I'm going to do with the profits is just invest them elsewhere. Either invest them into my personal trading account, max out my ISAs. On my second channel, there's a link in the description. I actually made a video on my personal investments, and if you want more content on my second channel, be sure to drop it in the comments, because I want to know what you guys actually want on there, because if it's worth uploading on there again. I used to upload a little bit on there, I've done like 5 or 6 videos, but yeah, I'm thinking of making a comeback on that channel. So if you are interested, leave it in the comments so I know what you guys are actually wanting to see. More vlog style videos, more finance style like this one. Well, this is pretty much Forex, but I kind of want to keep them separate. So I didn't know if you want like day in life, that sort of thing on that channel, and keep it to Forex mainly just on this channel. Yeah, gold today, very interesting. We obviously had that FOMC and then crazy consolidation. And when you're trading the news, you've got to be very careful, because as you see, this push to the upside was around 100 pips, and then we had obviously 100+ pip move from that top area, 140 pip drop, and then another 100 pip rise, and then another 80 pip drop, and then another 90 pip push up. So you see like hundreds and hundreds of pips of movements within like an hour or two, like 2 hours maybe. Yeah, it's been 3 hours since. And you see how many pips we've moved. So you guys have got to be careful trading these sort of areas. I don't usually signal or send my trade ideas out for news, but setup was there, as you saw, from 1:30. So 1:30, I had this set up, actually lined up. So, I had to pull the trigger. I had to take it. And then I said take profit. And that is actually why you take profit during news. There's a prime example. It's pretty much money in seconds, or if not, minutes. So you might as well make the most of it. There's money you didn't have 5 minutes before. So yeah. Hope you guys did enjoy this update. I'm going to do more updates on the channel too. So if you guys did enjoy, like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys for the next FTMO update.